Awesome win. Really proud of this group. It was an interesting week, and we just decided from the very beginning that nothing out of our control was gonna be an excuse. And I thought the guys handled the week really well. Had to adjust. Really, the only thing I can compare it to is maybe having gone through a COVID football season. But guys just had a mentality the entire week. We felt good coming into the game and made enough plays. I can't say enough about us defensively. How well we played, hold them down. Obviously, the big stops. We were just pretty awesome defensively. We really were. Really played a high level. Excited to see our front continuing to get more active. Really starting to affect the game more and more as some of those young guys really come on and play. Obviously we had a lot of opportunities offensively to really extend the game or extend the lead. Didn't play very good in the red zone, but we got the one there at the end, obviously, that counted, and we were tough and resilient. So special teams was really good again. Eddie was awesome. Lance was awesome. So did the things we need to do to win the rivalry game. Feels great. Proud of this group. And, these wins are special. We know how much this means to this city, how much it means to our university. So proud to get to that.
What did Jaylin show you on that touchdown? Just getting the field, buying time, the throw, all of it.
Yeah, he made a great play. He's been able to make a few plays for us right now in terms of when things aren't exactly there, making some off-schedule plays, and we did a good job protecting him on that play, giving him time, and he did a great job finding Jacoby in the back.
Lincoln, given all the issues just finishing games this season, what did it mean to win this game in the fashion that you did, just kind of holding on until the end and finally pushing through?
Yeah, I would have liked to have scored a few more times in the red zone and not gone that way, but it's, we're battle tested. We've been through a lot of them. I told y'all when we lost a few of these, at some point this is going to become our advantage because we have been in so many, we really don't know anything else, honestly. And so, guys were confident. We made the stops when we had to defensively, where we get a decent drive down there and get the field goal offensively, and that feels great, man. It does. It just more than anything, not for any other week or anything else that's happened, but just this week and what we had to overcome to go win this game. It feels tremendous. I'm really, really proud of how our guys responded.
Lincoln is obviously a pretty reserved guy in general, but he's a competitor, and for him to do this in this program, what do you think that meant to him and just meant to this program in terms of the faith that you place in him to lead this defense?
Well, I know these games. A lot of us have been a part of those where you play, an alma mater, you play somewhere you played, or you coached before, all that. So yeah, I'm sure there's some personal meaning for him. But he's such a team guy. I think he's just excited for the win, excited for the way our guys played. I'm sure it was a meaningful game to him, and a couple of our guys obviously would have been on the opposite sideline here. So, tonight was about the team, and obviously defensively we were tremendous. He and our staff did a great job getting our guys ready.
Jay, can you walk us through that touchdown? When did you see Jacoby?
It was just I got to be better at my ball security, obviously. Can't have the ball out like that. But Jacoby, amazing, great player, great athlete. He's out there. I'm obviously growing, so he came down with the catch. Catch. So.
Lincoln, what did you just you talked about the defense already. What did you just make of what the defense was able to do? Just even in that first half where you talked about just your red zone inefficiencies, just talk about what your defense was able to do even when they're back.
Yeah, we kept swinging. We were able to affect the quarterback, and that was obviously that for us is maybe been a little bit of our Achilles heel defensively this year, especially early in the year, and to see some of these young guys starting to, not just young guys, but just the whole D-line starting to step up and affect the quarterback, and then that changes the way that we can play the game. It gives us opportunities to call things differently, to be aggressive in different areas, and we did a nice job. We really didn't break much at all. Even after a couple of explosive runs, we were able to, they got to midfield a couple of times and we were able to stop them. And so, and just to be resilient and keep going out, even though, offensively there were chances on the other side to extend it, and we just kept going defensively. That's what really good defenses do, and that's what we played like tonight.
On the 3 prior up to the 5-yard line, what was the biggest frustration or what meant?
Well, we didn't run the ball well down there. We had a number of busted assignments, which is kind of strange because we really were running the ball in the open field pretty well, and just some pretty generic things for us, and we did not do well. And in the throw game, we had an opportunity to make a lot of one-on-one plays, and we didn't make enough of them. So, obviously excited to get the win despite that, but we know that's going to have to be a lot better.
Coach, big picture, you talked about how sooner or later you're going to start to get some of these kinds of wins. But big picture, how does this what does this do for the program and the guys in that locker room knowing, seeing that, okay, now we finally got one?
Yeah, winning breeds confidence. It breeds excitement. It's confirmation on the things that you do. And for us to win one, especially in this fashion, playing as well defensively as we did, again, overcoming all that we did this week, and we could write a book about this week alone. And we had a no excuses attitude. And we talked about, a 3-game season right here at the end. We had a big win last week. Obviously, this is a massive win for us, and looking forward to that one next week.
Coach, no turnovers tonight. Those hurt you in the past. How refreshing was that? How important?
That's huge. It was huge. It was a massive, massive part of the game. Jay did a good job taking care of it. Our guys, especially in the wet conditions, did a great job with ball security. And, it was key. It was a game where you felt like a turnover either side was really going to change the course of it.
Could you share more about this week and what you were able to overcome?
Yeah, we had I don't want to use the wrong word, but I don't know if I want to say outbreak, but we had a lot of flu. A lot of flu. We practiced Tuesday with, I think, 27 players out, and it ran through over half the staff. And guys battled. A lot of guys that didn't feel very good even here at the end of the week. The preparation was a little disjointed because of that. And but we just said from the very beginning, we're going to get through this deal here at the beginning of the week, and there are no more excuses. We said last night in the team meeting, we wake up in the morning, nobody's sick. Period. Nobody's sick. So we healed them all, baby.
A couple game-winning drives. Game-winning drives to start your USC career. What does that say about you? And I guess you as well. What does that say about your quarterback?
Obviously we got a great group. We got a resilient group.
Sorry.
Like I said, we got a resilient group. These guys did a phenomenal job. Obviously, punching the ball in and getting it in last couple drives. But, yeah.
Easton, your guy who said he plays better angry. It looked like there's kind of a bit of skirmish and a half of what was kind of going on in that situation. What did you observe about a little bit of the chippiness tonight the first time meeting?
It was just a very competitive game. You could tell from just the beginning, especially the history between the two schools. I'm used to the rivalry coming from a state rivalry like this one. It's just football. We're glad to compete. We both want to win, and I think it showed today that we're both really competitive in the game.
Lincoln, were you able to avoid the flu during the week, or did you have to deal with something?
Yes, sir.
Nobody's sick, right? Yeah. I was able to push the button tonight, so I found a way.
What's the name to be bowl eligible?
Yeah.
I think it's huge, especially going into these last 3 games. Like Coach said, trying to go on a 3-game stretch. Still got one more before the bowl game, so don't worry about that one. We're at the bowl game after that.
Jaylin, you're cooking up 10 snaps that you used to in the past couple of weeks. I'm thinking if you still made that play. What's that say about it?
Yeah, it's great to see him step up and make some of those plays. And we've had a lot of different skilled guys kind of step up at various times throughout the year. And he's, I got to give him credit. He has had a lot of big plays at the end of games. He's made some big time catches in games that have really helped us. And this was another one, so it's great to see him step up and do that.
Jay, how would you just evaluate your
Definitely could be a lot more.
Jay, this is, as a transfer, this is your first time really playing the UCLA rivalry. I'm curious, just kind of taking in that atmosphere, even though it was in the rain. What did it feel like to just get a win on the road against your rival?
I thought it was a great, awesome team win. Like I said earlier, the team is very resilient. We just all put our heads down, go to work, and awesome to come out with that.
I think you talked a lot about just this 3-game stretch, finishing the season the way that you guys played. We're asking UCLA, we've been able to close games. What do you hope that this just kind of continues going with next week in Notre Dame, but just cements for the future of this program?
Yeah, it's important. We've played some good football this year. We really have, and it's been a unique year. And we've tried to kind of block out any of the good, any of the bad, any of the things that went our way, anything that didn't. Just really focus on being in the moment here at the end, and sometimes you get so wrapped up in all the outside and you miss the opportunities that are just right in front of your face. And like, these are unbelievable opportunities. These are lifelong memories. It was important to this team here at the end sort of to get a chance to go play another game after next week, just because, honestly, I mean, it's been a really fun team to coach. There's a great vibe in that locker room, and I think anybody that's watched us play, like, you see, like, this team leaves it out there every single time. I mean, they have. And so glad that we get to do a couple more together, and we got a little streak going right now. We intend on keeping it going.
Coach Riley, double pass from Makai to Kyron. That in the back pocket the whole game, you knew you were going to use it. And why was that the right moment for it?
Yeah, it just felt like it. Felt like it was time to where we maybe needed a spark, and the guys did a great job executing it. We didn't put it in until later in the week, but glad. I mean, guys executed awesome, protected well, and Makai threw just a dart, and awesome play by Kyron too. It was a big time play in that moment.
Thank you, gentlemen.